What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to be doing a year-end review right now to go over kind of all the things we've been doing this year. First off, I want to say huge shout out to Terrell Smith. You have been a huge inspiration to me since the 3800 world. I may no longer have a Grand Prix, but I just want to say, Terrell, you've been a huge inspiration to me as far as all the content you make, being a content creator, just showing what you're doing all the time. You've helped someone like me who wants to do this kind of stuff try to have that voice and learn how to do this stuff too. So shout out to Terrell. Love you, man. Appreciate all your content. Love watching you all the time. So let's start the year. So back a year ago from now, the GTO. As you can see now, Pro Charger is off. She sent in. I discovered some leaks on the blower around the front casing. I kind of noticed that a little bit once I got the car, and I'm not really so sure if Brandon knew about it. It happens. We're both a little surprised by it, but I can put a picture of the leaks in the video here. But yep, that's getting sent in, or is sent in now, so we'll be getting that back here soon. I'm also going to be adding a ventilation kit, which I just received today. And I'm also going to be replacing my serpentine belt. When I brought this home from the dyno, when I had the car turned off and I was checking everything over, my belt was facing in a position right here, and I noticed a puncture hole in the middle of the belt, like from a small pebble, stone, rock, whatever have you. So I have a new serpentine belt I'm going to be putting on. I also did get a backup Pro Charger belt. So 2026 should be a good year for Shipbox. Blower should be rebuilt and refreshed. We shouldn't be leaking anymore. The ventilation kit should help the Pro Charger breathe. We'll have a fresh serpentine belt. This car's dialed, man. We took her to the dyno this past year in October, and she made 593. And 581 torque, and we had some belt slip at the very last pull, right at about 5,500. We had a little bit of belt slip there. So when I got home, I tightened up the belt a little bit. Hopefully 2026 is not so much of a better year, because it's been a great year just for 2025. So we can just always, let me back up a little bit. We'll just continue to pray and hope that 2026 will be just as good and a blessing to us for good content. So so we'll back up a little bit again to last winter. So, you know, I got some Chemical Guys detailing buckets for Christmas last year. When I got the GTO, I had learned that the car had a 5-year ceramic coat on it. So I kind of needed to learn how to take care of that, and just maintaining and washing it and trying to keep it clean all the time is something I take pride in. So I wanted to learn how to be able to detail a bit better than your average weekend warrior. Fast forward to May. It's almost Father's Day now, and wife and daughter were asking, well, what do you want for Father's Day? What do you want for Father's Day? You know what? I want a pressure washer. They say, okay, you figure out what pressure washer you want and we'll get it for you. So I did my research. I did a lot of research. I went all over YouTube. I joined some Facebook groups for detailing. I started just seeing what everybody had to say without saying anything, just doing my research. Figured out that Ryobi had just came out with a new automotive pressure washer that is 1200 psi and 1.8 gallons per minute. Now that's some pretty good flow for a non-gas pressure washer. So it's on sale for 150 bucks and seemed like a pretty good deal. So wife and daughter got me the pressure washer and took off from there, because I got myself a new gun, which the pressure washer did come with an amazing stub gun as it was already, but I probably could have just bought this swivel piece and added it to this because I wanted a gun that had a swivel piece. So I went with the Tutuluk. I was watching the Cars with Keys YouTube channel, thanks to Cars with Keys, for the Tutuluk stub gun. And then I figured out if you upgrade your pressure hose and your garden hose, you can significantly help the pressure and gallons per minute out on your Ryobi pressure washer, or any pressure washer, just by upgrading your hoses. So that was huge. So we dived down that route and we upgraded just about every component you could for the pressure washer. We got a bunch of different nozzles. I have the 3.5s, the 3.0s, and I have the 4.0s up here. This is my stock 40-degree nozzle here. I got this dual sprayer here because I did some content creating for TikTok, and I acquired a foam cannon that had a dual action sprayer, and so I got the sprayer and the foam cannon for free, which is pretty cool. So did get some free things this year from doing a little bit of promoting and trying to sell things. I got the undercarriage sprayer, which was pretty cool. It doesn't fit under the GTO, and that's okay, but it fits underneath my Jeeps well, and they get pretty dirty and sandy during the summertime months, so this helps out amazing. And I got the wands for it, the extensions. So we took a big dive into the detailing world and trying to figure out how to wash your car and getting the whole setup for it. So once I got the whole setup, we tried to look behind, or not look behind, but look beyond the Chemical Guys. You know, your average consumer startup. You know, everybody either starts with like Armor All, Chemical Guys, Meguiar's, which Meguiar's is actually a pretty decent brand over Chemical Guys. But once you kind of get into the detailing world, you kind of learn that the Chemical Guys stuff, it's okay, but it's not the greatest. So I took another dive down some more detailing pages, and I found this group called the House of Rags. Turns out they have a website where they house a bunch of different brands from the UK, South Korea, kind of all over the world, and they brought them all together in one site to kind of collaborate. And yeah, so we bought a bunch of stuff, eggs, which we'll go inside and go get a look at some of all this stuff that we've acquired from the House of Rags. So it's a little cold out here in the garage. Let's take a little gander inside to where I have moved my detailing things for the wintertime. I have everything down in the basement. So I have polisher that my son gave me. Well, that is, but I bought some pads for it. I did buy this Detail Co. dual action 21mm polisher from the House of Rags, and I bought a ton of chemicals from the House of Rags too. Yeah, but I started to learn how to detail, and because I wanted to learn how to wash the GTO a bit better, and once I started to learn how to wash the GTO a bit better, I wanted to learn how to polish, because ultimately that's my end game goal with the GTO. Is when it comes time to having to have the car ceramic coated again, I want to be able to do it myself. So yeah, we wanted to learn how to polish the GTO. That is the end game result. So we decided that we were going to polish my wife's Jeep, and that turned out amazing. I can pop a photo in the video here. That turned out amazing. So then we polished mine. Both Jeeps got a 2-stage paint correction, and then I applied some 3-year slim ceramic coating from Detail Co. at the House of Rags, and then I also used Classy Glassy, which is, this is a typo, Classy Glossy on their bottle, or on their box. I used Classy Glassy on the windows, and then about a couple months later, I got some South Korean Kataba 1-year spray coating. So I actually added 1-year spray coating over top of the 3-year, and which now allows me to, where is it? The Kataba Gloss Booster. It's in here somewhere. I gotta find it. Oh, right there. So now I can use the Kataba Gloss Booster in conjunction with the 1-year spray coating, just to kind of give out a bit more gloss. It's just a detail spray, but it does have some great hydrophobics with it. Yeah, once I bought a bunch of things from the House of Rags, I started getting into some things called the Glove Box, which is an assortment of good detailing products that are handpicked and selected for you, the detailer. This could be anywhere from coatings, tire dressings, interior cleaners, glass cleaners, soaps, you name it. You'll get about 4 products in a box, a microfiber, and maybe some other tools. So I acquired some wax, like there's detail wax here, some detail sprays. I got this Phoenix EOD Titan ceramic detailer. Gotten quite a bit from the glove box, honestly. Trying to think of what all I got. This, the McKees. That's good stuff there. That was from the glove box. I got this Titan Extreme foam here. That was pretty good. Some more Phoenix EOD, some Apex Auto Wash. I still have a little bit left of my Chemical Guys ceramic soap. Like I said, I was trying to phase myself out of the Chemical Guys stuff, so then we did a deep dive into some better products here. We got some Mild Deep, it's from the UK. We got some Yum Cars, that's also from the UK. Garage Therapy, that's also from the UK. But then we have like a lot of different products from the Detail Co. Like this is their Bugs Dirt and Exterior Degreaser. It's an amazing citrus cleaner. Then I got some Lebos Cosmetica, Ductile and Glico. This is a 2 pH system for cleaning carpets in your cars, and I most specifically got this stuff because we live in mid-Michigan. Our carpets get a little salted and stained up from the winter, so come springtime, them salt stains in the cars are going to be gone because of this 2 pH car cleaner. Let's see, EM deodorizer. Got tons of Sword, which is an interior cleaner. We got some Mild Deep Elevate, which hopefully if anybody gets some tar on their vehicle, I can't wait to try this out because just a little dab of this stuff, tar is gone. But yeah, we got some 5-year coatings here. 5-year thick coatings. Tons of ceramic sealant. Detail Co. Infinity. I got some Tech 582. We got that Quiver Hot Coat, which is an amazing ceramic detail spray. And then we have the Luminous Aqua, which is from Korea. This is super dilutable, and this is what, like I think anywhere from like a 3 to 6 month. It says max is 12 weeks, but depends on your dilution ratio you use it at. But this is great hydrophobic stuff here, and this is a spray on rinse off sealant. But let's see, there's the pressure washer. I also acquired a steamer from the TikTok shop thanks to Drago Detailing. It's been a busy year. I got 4 foam cannons. I got this SPTA sprayer for doing rinselesses. I mean, I think I have enough towels. This is all towels right here that I've gotten from the glove box. I got ceramic towels that I've already used. Got tons of Mr. Twisters and tons of jobbers, V1 and V2s. We got our clay towels. I actually do have a clay bar in there. Tons of applicator pads. Tons of Plush Freebird microfiber towels. We have our interior towels here, the edges. And then I have a bunch of drying towels in here. I got the got a beach towel by Quiver. I have the clean towel from Pan the Organizer, and then I have the M22 drying towel from the Rag Company. And then I have the Baby Goats, and I have Pan the Organizer's rinseless towels, which is just the same size as the Baby Goat, just different color. And then I have this Big Goat drying towel. That's the goat right there. That's the big boy drying towel. Tons of wash pads. We acquired a lot of chemicals and stuff for detailing, so 2026 is going to be a shiny year for vehicles over here. And yeah, it's just been doing a lot of detailing, and GTO is torn apart, trying to get everything squared away and tip-top shape for 2026. So if it weren't for Terrell and Brandon Mockman and Brandon Mitchum, the seller of my GTO, man, none of this stuff would be possible right now. So thank you to all you guys, my wife and my daughter, and most importantly, God, thank you. It's been a good year. Did a lot, and we've acquired a lot, and hopefully 2026 is good to us, and we have tons of more detailing content Here's one thing I want to highlight here. We did get the auto fiber mitt on a stick for doing large vehicles. Pretty excited to use that. But yeah, we got tons of rinseless, so I'm going to be doing lots of rinseless washing, which I got 2 gallons right here. We got the Detail Co. Loki hybrid rinseless washing, and then we got Nemesis. That is pretty much it for detailing and all the products I got. So as of right now, we're just waiting for the Pro Charger to get back to us. I've got my vent kit today. I've got the serpentine belt today. I'm still waiting on the other Pro Charger belt to come in. But once all that stuff goes on, we should be ready to put the drag pack tires on and letting her rip, because I don't think the drag tires are going to rub on the fenders anymore, because I added some new bump stops, which I'll put a picture in there. Show you guys. But we added some new bump stops, which really helped secure the rear end and gave us a heck of a more stiffer ride. And we rode that thing to Indiana, and that was a good ride. She rode amazing to Indiana. So yeah, happy 2026 to everybody, and hope everybody had a good 2025. So that's all I got. I'm out. One little thing I forgot to mention, besides all the detailing last summer, we again went to Outback in the Midwest. We got the early bird pass this time. We were there early and on time. We got to line up with a bunch of other cars and pull into traffic. So we are here live on Bluff Road by the church before Travis's house, before the Outback in the Midwest. And we are meeting at the church here for the early birds. And here are some of the cars that are waiting here at the church for the early bird pass. Here's the front of the line. GTO's on point. I like to see that all the GTOs are up bright and early for the early bird passes. I love the wheels on this GTO. Love the wheels. I rinseless washed mine this morning. She's all cleaned up. I rinseless washed Tim's too. Got that one all cleaned up.
Whatever, one of the Clare County cops.
We are ready for Outback in the Midwest 2025. The races last night were awesome. I hope that this becomes like a yearly thing. We'll see where this comes or where this goes from here on out. Everybody have a good day. Travis's house and be some of the first cars there, which was awesome. because when we came there the first year, last year, we were some of the last cars to pull in, and I didn't feel like I had a great spot for everybody to see the car. So we got there way early this year, and they offered an early bird pass for a fee, and we took that and got to arrive 2 hours early. So that was awesome. Super, super awesome. We didn't win the giveaway ute, but that's okay. This here is our giveaway ute. Morpheus Purple. It was polished last night by Chris Bolts.
I think it's only got like 16 or 18 on it now. But it's
Chris did an amazing job on this.
everything and where I live in Montana.
Awesome job, Chris.
It looks good.
Did acquire some really cool pictures that they had when they took their car to the G8, the Lightning McQueen. They threw it off a cliff in Alaska. My daughter got this Matchbox car for coloring some Holden pictures. The Good A Mate is this past year's Holden plate, and then I also purchased this plate for 20 bucks. It's just going to be next to my other Outback in the Midwest memorabilia. Outback in the Midwest is a great time. If you have a Holden, highly recommend going. It's just a great group of guys, a great time, and just the camaraderie and the brotherhood. All of it mixed together in one action-packed, fast weekend full of great cars and great people. You better be there. 2026 Outback in the Midwest. Let's hope to get over 600 cars there. So I wanted to add that into my video because I forgot to say that, you know, we went to Outback. And I also did acquire this cool poster from the Pontiac Podcast guys. It was a brochure item that they were advertising in the 03 for the comeback of the Grand Prix GTP in a tap shift style. And then they were advertising the LS1 GTO. So, good time there, Outback in the Midwest. A lot of people loved the car. I loved a lot of other people's car. I loved everybody's cars. That's one of the most coolest things about going to the Outback in the Midwest is just seeing everybody's cars. You see cars there, you'll probably only see once a year. That's all I gotta say. So, have a good time, everybody, and maybe we'll see you at Outback in the Midwest 2026.